my name is Sarah Keelis.
I'm Ray Anderson. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice meeting you as well. Go ahead and take a seat.
Thank you very much.
I do want to start by thanking you for agreeing to this interview today. I'm looking to essentially gather some information on your place of employment, your duties within it, and your future plans concerning it. We should be able to wrap it up in about a 10-minute time span or so, and any of the information I receive today will be strictly going to my professor as a means of grading me in my business interviewing skills. So definitely make yourself comfortable, and if you're ready, we can go ahead and begin.
Sounds great.
All right. I'll first start by asking, what is your place of employment?
I work at a facility that produces capsules, as a matter of fact. It is located here in Southeast Greensboro, locally. I'm a local resident and I enjoy that.
Okay. What is your position at Quality Caps, and what do your duties entail within this position?
I am in the maintenance department at Quality Caps. I perform maintenance on our machines that are on the floor in the production room. As far as out and in stuff, air hoses, drop cords, things of that nature. And then also I am our welder and fabricator. We have cans that our gelatin is prepped in and they often leak. So I'll frequently have to weld those, change the wheels on them. They sometimes go out with the bearings. I have to change the axles, grease them, as well as just normal shop duties.
See, there's a lot of puzzle pieces within this production of the capsules. Would you mind maybe giving me a bit more insight to the actual production of the capsules themselves?
The production is very, very detailed. It's very scientific. It is a heck of a procedure. It all starts off in gel prep, where we actually manufacture the gelatin with ingredients. They are then heated and put in a stirring machine. They are brought out to the floor, put on a lift, lifted up, and poured into another can, which then it flows through the can and goes down through a tube into these pans that we have where the gelatin sits. These pans have a drive shaft, so to speak, in them, which constantly rotates and keeps the gelatin moving, so it doesn't sit still and harden or anything of the sort. From there we have collets, and they're in a bar form with heads on them that come down through the machine. Come down to 30, they're split into 15, they're clamped and they're dipped to a certain depth. They are spun up to make sure that the capsule is perfectly round. Goes up top of the machine, which is essentially a giant oven on a belt, which goes to the back of the machine, comes forward. The oven heats this gelatin to a certain degree to keep a certain amount of moisture in the capsules, so everything, they're not brittle, they're not weak, I guess you could say for that. Then once they come down through the oven, they go into a machine called a head, we call them. There's two, one on each side, a cap and a body. In one motion, they are actually cut to the right size, placed together, and sucked up through a vacuum, where the vacuum trail goes to a sorting machine, and the sorting machine decides if it's a good or bad capsule. The good capsules will be saved and sent out to sell, and the bad ones often are ground up and reused in gelatin, and some may be thrown away.
Now, when you say that you have a sorter that deciphers good from bad, would you say that most of the time you have a ratio of more good than bad?
Absolutely. We always try to keep things on the positive side. In a 24-hour period, a single machine alone is actually capable of 15 million capsules. We generally stay in the range of 90 to about 95, 96%, which comes out to about 13 million capsules and some change. So we stay fairly productive, I feel.
With 13 million capsules being produced in a 24-hour period, what would you say what would you say is the financial place of your company right now?
I feel like we're strong right now as far as the company holds and business-wise. We have a lot of business in the Americas as far as the capsule industry. I feel like we have a pretty good profit turnout.
Do you see this financial stability continuing forth, or do you see any room for error and faltering within the company?
I don't. I feel like pharmaceutical needs are at their highest, and I don't see them going anywhere. So as the need for capsules, I feel like is going to do nothing but raise. I feel like that there's going to be more of them, and I feel that we should capitalize on that opportunity, and I feel like it would be the growth of our company.
Well, if you're definitely in agreement that your company is going to continue to financially grow, have you set any short-term goals for yourself within it?
I have. I'm fortunate enough to be in the shop where we actually rebuild those head units that I had talked about. I'd like to take my time in the shop and my spare time and learn how to rebuild these heads and kind of tweak and adjust them. I feel like that would be my next step in bettering myself and furthering myself for the company. There's a lot involved with them. The gears, there's pulleys, large scale stuff. There's a lot of milling, machining work to that, rebuilding them. I feel like that would be a great improvement for me to learn how to do this so I could, like I said, better myself for my company.
Now, after you complete these short-term goals you've just discussed with me, do you plan on continuing forth even more to say that you have long-term goals that you would wish to share with us as well?
Absolutely. I feel like there's always room for improvement. There's always more to learn. I feel like after that, we have a utilities department, which they maintain more of the upkeeping of the building as far as like the boilers, the steam rooms, the machines in there, the HVAC units, the plumbing, just to keep the building, this facility running properly. This is a pretty big task. I feel like once I have the production side of our facility pretty much figured out and I can do things on my own, and I feel like the utility department would probably be furthering myself and the upkeeping of the building, so I would be able to get a whole grasp on how the entire facility is operated.
Based off of what you told me thus far, I see that you obviously have a lot of future investments for yourself within the company. Does the company itself, Quality Caps itself, also have future investments to expand beyond what they've already successfully done?
Absolutely. We just got purchased over by a new ownership of Mitsubishi within the past 2 years. They are looking into the future of capsule manufacturing and what else that could bring for us. They are looking into getting into things such as actually filling the capsules with, say, protein powders, baby Infamil, not as far as the medical needs, but of other horizons that we could, play with to see what could make our business grow. And I think they're definitely looking in the right direction for the future of what this kind of stuff can become in the world.
All right. Well, Mr. Anderson, you have certainly covered all the bases that I wish to hit on today. So again, I thank you very much for giving me your time and answering my questions effectively and honestly. I do think that you have an absolutely exceptional job, and I wish you the best of luck in furthering your progression within your company of Quality Caps.
Thank you very much.
It was very nice.
It was nice meeting you.